Akshay, thank you so much for stepping up and volunteering to share the information with us. People don't do that generally, and thank you so much that you're taking out your time.
I'm seeing many people commenting and this thing. I'm not like being vocal about that. So best way to is put forward it to someone whose channel is like really famous or something, so that it reaches to everyone.
Yeah.
That was the main purpose.
That was really kind of you, Akshay. How about you tell us something about yourself, and then let's slowly go towards this aerospace and aeronautical thing.
Okay, fine. I am Akshay Ravi. I come from Karnataka, from Udupi. That I was like decided to do in MS in Germany in like 2015 to 14, that transition. After that, I took the German classes and everything, but I couldn't really give the German exams in Goethe Institute because of my health issues that time and that. As planned, I should have been in Stuttgart Commerce by now.
Okay.
But by the chance that time I had, my father had some medical emergency, so I couldn't go there. So I took the summer intake. So I had applied for two universities, University of Rostock, and I thought many were saying Ingolstadt was good, my friends. But that time I had some idea I wanted to do in like aerospace or aeronautical. But when I researched through my friends, I came to know a student here like in Rostock. He said it is directly related, but no, it is in the course description, not like it is openly available. The information is openly available. Okay, I said, oh, fine. Then I rejected TU Ingolstadt. That international automotive production.
Yeah.
And took the Rostock admission, the one and only course which is deals with computational mechanical engineering on fluids.
Okay.
It is in English, completely in English, only one course.
Okay.
There are like in Duisburg, SN is there, Stuttgart is there, Rohrbochum is there, and Freiburg is there. They are all with solids. So I wanted on the fluids, so that for my aeronautical domain, so aerospace domain. So I came to this university.
Okay.
University, like here, the course has been pretty good, but the thing is that it is really tough. It's really tough. It's like hell lot of work you need to. Mathematically, you need to be at your top level. But yeah, like I'm like just struggling to make some survival here, but I'm like the learning process. And the place is little bit what you say, always gloomy here.
Like Hamburg.
Yeah, Hamburg. I visited many times Hamburg. Hamburg and Rostock, the only difference is wind. There is more windy here. It is less windy, but it is very gloomy and very boring also.
Yeah, it's also a smaller city, right? Like than Hamburg.
Yes. Yeah, it's a very smaller city. No Indian stores, nothing to buy. All you have to buy online.
Okay. And actually, when did you come to Germany? Like when did you start?
I came in the next summer 2017 in March. Yeah, 2017 I came, first semester done. This is my second semester. So I'll be finishing most of my MS, like 75% I'll be finishing in this semester itself.
Okay.
Next I'll be having software lab and thesis. Only two are left. That is like here one thing is the best is that in first year, we will finish most of the subjects. Next 2 years will be the practical learning and the software interfacing, all the thesis work. That's it.
What kind of course is it? Like you're talking about computational science and engineering. So this course is more related to mechanical or in general, just anybody can do it?
Okay, the core is that you have like some, I'll tell you about like mandatory subjects. Mandatory subjects are core mechanical. Or some like CFD, computational fluid dynamics, turbulence. Then we have like wind also, that is an elective field. Then we have partial differential equation, mathematics. So this is basically the course is about mechanical and maths, computational. We also have like need to learn the new softwares for the competition. For the computational works and all. So that is like, and the electives, you can choose any department electives. Even if it is like computer science, we can choose any like requirements engineering, computer vision, or even virtual reality, or intelligence. Artificial intelligence. If you want, you can do that. It is like I'll be choosing next quantum mechanics.
Okay.
Yeah, that is like different. But here is that one freedom you have that to choose any subjects as elective. So it's not like you are restricted. Even the mechanical faculty will want you to learn many languages. Computer languages as much as possible. C and Python are like primary here. You need to learn to survive. C++ and Python.
Okay, so even if you did mechanical engineering, you need to learn these languages to do this course.
I'm telling you, for all the students who are coming here to the engineering, the core mechanical one, at least learn MATLAB and C++.
Okay.
That is the most important thing.
And this is the advice you're giving for the people who want to do CSE in University of Rostock.
CSE anyway, man. Please, mechanical, you need MATLAB and you need C++.
Okay.
It is a minimum requirement because when you go for a job, they ask for C++, MATLAB. That is there everywhere. Like computational guys need to have that.
Okay. And
many others.
Akshay, what kind of other universities were you thinking of applying to?
When it came, before I was like thinking on structural mechanics also. That time I had in the last winter, 2017 winter, I had applied for like on that, or which you said like I got in TUHH like but there also, and Rohrbochum, University of Stuttgart, all those like commas and computational engineering. They were all related to solids. But I was finally decided on Stuttgart, but like I said, there was an emergency. I couldn't make it last. So I started to work there in India.
Okay.
So I went to Tata Marco Polo. I worked there for like 11 months, 11 to 12 months, like almost a year. Then I had some, like my friend said, the gain experience, work experience, it will not be a bad for it. It will always boost your CV. Yeah. So don't sit idle.
Yeah, that's completely true.
Then here, many companies also look for a student who has little bit of industrial exposure. So then I decided, like last time I decided for commerce. The commerce was really good because they have their own institute. Like there is an institute in three institute, Aeronautical Society Institute, one RWTH, one in Stuttgart, and one is in TUM. TUM and Stuttgart are collaborative, but they have like separate societies. There you can do master thesis also. Like you have like student jobs also like that for there for aeronautical societies. And it is the thing is that at least you need to do A2 level of German to work.
Okay. So German is still like important. Like whatever I've been saying is completely true. German is important.
Yeah, I applied for Airbus. I got the internship, but they finally asked me to submit a certificate on A2 from the university, which I was not having. So that was like shit. Airbus I got rejected because of an German language. It is really important to know German language. At least B1 you should have.
Are you learning German now?
Yeah, I'm like starting from ground zero.
Okay. But still, I mean, starting is really important. I mean, some people never even start. They go through their whole masters. They don't care about it. And in the end, they have so much problems with it.
Yeah, but the thing is that when it's in the outside, it's in another country with some other language, you need to know that language.
Yeah.
I would prefer that for job, who wants to do job in Germany, they should know at least B1 to B2.
For sure.
If they want to survive for 5 years to 6 years or something like that. That is so. And even if you want to get a good salary, also it is important. Everywhere it will be helpful.
So what is the difference between aerospace and aeronautical?
Aeronautical is it's the domain for aircrafts.
Okay.
Like Boeing and like you think of the Airbus. Those, the aircraft. The aerospace is that when you design a space shuttle, it's an outer space. So here there is one society for European society is there. If I think I contacted one of my professor regarding that. He said after your third semester there is a collaborative with that society. If you want, you can go and do like some internship or something there.
That's really nice.
Yeah, it's in Italy, I think so.
Okay.
The Politecnico di Milano is the main layer of that, that collaboration.
Okay.
Because they have that huge labs over there.
Which one of these two are you aiming for? Aerospace or aeronautical? Or it doesn't matter, you can do both?
Primarily, the thing is that I like aerospace. But the thing is that aerospace, for that you need to know astrodynamics and orbital dynamics of the aircraft. So, for the space shuttle, that you need to learn again in PhD or something like that. You need to go outside. Like this is like a basic stepping stone for that.
Okay.
This is enough to go to. This course is enough to go to an aeronautical industry.
Okay.
But after this, I need to choose like which is my priority. Like if I want to work, then do it again as a collaborative PhD like there is in societies, then definitely I will go for that.
Okay. But still, after this course in CSE, you can go to Airbus or Lufthansa, and like you can.
Yeah, sure. That is definitely you can work in look. I think Bombardier is a good option also, and there is a new company coming in India. If you want, you can join there also.
Okay, which one is it?
No, there is a one guy has taken a. I mean, what is that startup there?
Okay.
He submitted to PMO. PMO said that if it really works out, I will award you the what is that new space and the company ownership for him.
Aha. So like SpaceX.
Yeah, it's like a SpaceX, but this is like, for 85, 70 lakhs, he is going to give a private jets.
Okay, wow.
He's going to manufacture my private jets. It is really cheap. When you want to buy BMW and higher end cars, when you have and that price, you're going to own a private jets.
Yeah. Wow.
It's like a privatization of aerospace industry in India. So there's a huge opportunity also.
Okay, so that's something we know, but I think most of the viewers that we have, they're more interested about, doing a job in Germany and working here, settling here, and so on. So I wanted to know, like, what is your motivation? Like, why did you choose Germany for aeronautical engineering or aerospace engineering? Why should somebody choose Germany for these two fields?
The thing is that, first of all, when you go to World War, all the series, the best aircrafts were from from Germany. Even Mitsubishi is there from Japan, but the German manufactured airplanes were like superb and supreme. Even you just take like near Airbus, the majority of them people working with Germans over there. And here the DLR, the Deutsche Luft- und Raumfahrt, is one of the greatest institute for the aeronautical researchers. There is one guy from India, Tamil Nadu, who did the PhD, not master thesis there. He said, I met him in somewhere like on the online. He said that DLR, if you compare it, is far above. Like interfacing ISRO has with public.
Okay.
ISRO is like a public sector, but they have like only experienced people. But this is like only students are working. They are at the international above NASA. They are like it's a really good institute for all the research is happening. Regarding to Airbus. Are from here. From Germany.
Okay.
Even Airbus has more. Branches or the research institutes in Germany rather than France.
Okay. Wow.
Like Bremen you take, Göttingen you take, and go to even in Stuttgart, Bamberg, everywhere they have their research institute.
Okay. So to name a few big companies for students who are interested in aeronautical engineering, like what would be those companies?
I would think Bombardier and Rolls-Royce, General Electric. Then Lufthansa is good in Germany. It is a huge player in the industrial player. Then you can go for if you want to do learn here and even go for automotive. Okay. There are some chances like Porsche will take you because they have the CFD analysis also. Even those companies are hiring. Like mostly the people go for here from either the Lufthansa, Bombardier or Airbus.
Okay, yeah, but it sounds really fancy. It sounds nice actually.
Yeah, and one more thing we have great here is that we have wind energy sector also. Okay. So wind energy sector in the north is really huge. I can tell you many of my friends are placed in Nordex company here.
Yeah.
There is a Denmark also near to us.
Which one is it? Siemens has this collaboration with the new company Siemens. Gemesa something, right?
Yeah. I have seen that in there is one company called in Denmark. There's we have for the seashore there are the many offshore wind turbines.
There's also Enercon. Enercon is also a wind energy
Enercon
company.
is there. Nordex is there. And there is one Indian company in Germany. This is you must be knowing which is that one. Pune based company.
Oh, no idea.
Suzlon.
So that
And
means
one
people who are studying CSE, computational science engineering, they can go to also wind energy sector afterwards. They can also go to automotive afterwards.
Sure. Automotive is like, what is that? It is very much concentrated field because of the CFD simulations and all. But the thing is that in wind turbines, the airfoils are similar. I mean, they're almost the same airfoils we use here. So airfoils are same. So that is like a industrial sector for us. Airfoils that for which we use for like for aircrafts like NACA series, all those are from the Denmark, which are initially for the wind turbine.
That's really nice to know. So like if I'm a person who's studying CSE, I need to know C++ or some programming language for sure. The course is really tough, but afterwards you can go into aeronautical, aerospace, automotive, energy sector. Like you have a lot of scope afterwards.
Automotive, I will not prefer automotive after studying here. But I would prefer the three industries very good. One is aeronautical, aerospace, and wind. These are, even ship also. Ship, here it is like, what do you know? I mean, Hamburg, TUHH Hamburg is also good for the ship industry. Because we have collaboration with your university also.
They highly market the ship master's course and the bachelor's course in TUHH for sure. I mean, we see the posters and they have this small community, we call them like Schiffbauer, and they have their small boats or something that they design and they display it every now and then and so on. I mean, I understand that completely.
Even like my professor comes to TUHS for like guest lecture also. Professor Nikolai Kornev. He even goes to he's from St. Petersburg, Russia. I think he's a technical advisor for Airbus.
Yeah, I mean, so many professors do these things on the side. Either they have their own companies or they do their consultation businesses on the side.
Yeah, that is like, I mean, I was shocked to learn that he is one of the most highly paid lecturers in the whole Europe. I saw his profile in our website. It goes on for pages. Like, please, sorry, man.
I mean, I think you definitely have to work really hard for these kind of things.
I mean, for maths, programming languages, they're the most like primary prerequisite for the CSE courses.
You have told us that, you know, if you want to study CSE, if you want to do computational engineering, then you should learn MATLAB or C++ at least.
Yes, both.
You should also,
I would recommend both.
You should also expect the course to be tough, and you should expect to work really hard in the course, right?
Please.
And then afterwards,
and projects are also really heavy here. It will take some like months to get.
What is the kind of assessment? For example, in TUHH, in the management thing, we have like midterms, we have presentations in the semester, and then at the end we have our like proper semester and exams.
University of Rostock, I'll tell you about maths. There is no, what is that, eligibility exam or something like that. It is direct exam for mathematics. For mechanical subjects like CFD, FD and turbulence, you need to clear one presentation, one exam. That time you will be having qualification to write the final exam. I think prerequisite exam will be like just for half an hour to 1 hour max and 90 marks.
So this prerequisite exam is more like a midterm.
Yeah, it's like towards the end it will be like. It is like, we have our exam starting from 6th of Feb. So the prerequisites will be ending on Jan 26th.
So it's like you guys have exam all the time in the semester.
Yeah, initially we will be free like hell. After, I'll tell you, like before exam, 1 month will be like 2 months will be like really tight. Like 7 projects we need to do. And one more thing is that here, when you do project, you can't submit in Word format. Even they have a special format called LaTeX.
Yeah, so I heard about this software, but I never really know about it. What is it?
It's a LaTeX is that for the, when there is a graph or when there is words written over there, when you zoom in, when you take a printout, it doesn't pixelate. So they use that software and it is coding.
Yeah, I saw they have to write like thousands of lines of code.
Yeah, that is really headache. And if you generate graphs from Excel, they won't accept here.
Okay, yeah, I also heard that that if you write your thesis or whatever in LaTeX, then you can change the size or
Yeah,
of the paper or something, and it will
yeah,
fit automatically in that.
yeah.
You don't have to
And
reformat it over and over again like in Word.
yeah, even the professors want the graphs to be so sharp that when they zoom in, they should get most accurate, the values to 3 digits. That's what the problem is. Like
Okay.
when that is coding, little bit tough for that.
There is a lot of work, but you would say the return on investments are really nice.
Yeah, return on investment are really nice. Here, I could say that if you're looking for research or PhD programs like that, this university is really good. And one more thing I forgot to mention, I think 2006, 7, no, 16 winter or summer onwards, they were like little bit liberal about the admissions. Okay, if you meet the requirements, they would have got the admit. After this summer 2017, this year they have made it little more tight. They have made it like you should have the proper grading also, proper exposure also. They have made the limited number of seats.
Okay.
It is not like rolling admission now.
Okay, so earlier it was this non-NC course, and now
Yeah.
it is NC course.
Yeah, and then they are making it that you should go through Uni Assist.
Okay, so then already they filter a lot of the applications away.
Yeah, they are filtering like hell. Okay. Last time we came like 25 students for CSE mechanical in my batch. Now they came around 10 to 12.
Okay, how many were last year?
Last my batch 2017 summer 25 for CSE mechanical. Okay. This is 10 to 12, I guess.
Okay. And how many are the total seats, Akshay?
Now it is reduced to CSE Mechan 15. They are introducing that gate will be compulsory from next summer winter.
Wow, that's a lot of bad news. Huh?
And because of two subjects in this course, I think 25 people have gone back to India because they couldn't clear it.
Oh man, don't scare the viewers. Come on, give us some good news.
No, that one subject is there, like PDE, partial differential equation. There are two parts in that: analysis and the computational numerical part. They were almost all have failed in that subject only. Okay. I would say that it's a showstopper, man. Okay. But like it is clearable, right? Like you work hard and then you can clear it, of course. Yeah, I worked for 14 days, like from afternoon 1 to in the morning 4. I used to study for 14 days. I could barely manage to get passing marks. But look, you cleared. I think there's light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, but if you're good in general differentiation and integration, you're really good. It is not problem. The problem is with their accent and then way of teaching. The way of teaching is that you will not understand all the time. Exercise we used to understand it, we used to do it. But the thing is that one professor is there, he will just do the slides for mathematics. Okay, yeah, that's bad. I mean, you need to show, you need to calculate. Yeah, we need to have some handwritten work for that. It was not done, so we were like in a bad phase. You go through all of this, you go through a lot of grind, you finally clear your masters. Now you have 3 fields open for you, like you told us, right? Like you have aerospace, aeronautical, and you have energy field, renewable energy. Wind energy, and even the shipbuilding. And shipbuilding. Okay, so we put aeronautical and aerospace into one box, and then we have wind energy, and then we have ship. Exactly. Now, what would you say Yash Godbole is asking? After getting admission, how can we possibly settle in Germany and have a long-term goal of living in Germany? I would say that if you get an internship, it is well and good. If you get an internship, if you do in a company very well, they will they want you to be their employee also. If like one of my friend did an internship there and did a master thesis there itself in the company, so finally he was recruited there. Okay. He got a job there. His pay was really good, and his friend was given. He got his friend was same like previous batch. He got a German visa now. What is that? Residence permit and everything. Okay. Blue card, and he is a German citizen now. That went really fast. Yeah, he got. The thing is that to get a blue card, you need to have at least 3 years of working contract.
Yeah. 3 years of working contract, and also this limit of 40,000 euros something, right?
Euros per year. And that if you apply, you will get definitely. It is not like USA that is like a lucky draw you get there.
Yeah.
It is like a proper evaluation they do here.
Yeah, that's really nice. You have to do some internship, you have to gain some practical work experience in different companies. That makes your chances better.
Yeah, one thing is that if you apply for like 10 to 15 companies and sit back, you will not get a chance if you're that lucky. My friend applied for like 500 companies,
I
smaller,
completely
bigger,
second that.
everything.
Yeah, I completely second that. It is really important. Like to get this job, I applied for 45 companies, like where I'm working. Like I applied to 45 companies and then I got this job. I mean, for sure, people have to apply for a lot of companies. They have to find all the small and big companies, family-owned businesses, something like that, and then they can be.
You need to do every day. You need to doing some. Okay, keep doing some researches. I'm saying you do fun and everything, go partying or nothing is bad in that. At least in a day, just sit for half an hour, or Sunday just take a break and sit there and search regarding the company, what their requirements, how the process goes on.
Okay.
The process is really like they look for if you have set of skills. If you have that set of skills,
they value skills more than anything. They don't care about your nationality. They don't care about anything else. If you have what they want, if you're good at what you studied, they will take you.
Yes, and German, if you have that minimum German requirement, then you are in.
Yeah. 100%. Sarvjit Guru Prakash is asking, what are the job opportunities available? We already talked about the major companies, right?
Yeah.
And now he's asking, and are there any restrictions for foreign students because it is related to defense industry?
See, if you're like, I can say that they will get a contract, job. If after the internship or the master thesis, they will get a job like contract for 1-2 years and all. If you holding that, you can jump to one companies to another companies. If you want to like permanently settle in Germany, okay, you need to look for such job offers which give you more than 3 or 4 years contract. So after that, you can after working those period, you can work it out. Like you have the knowledge, you have the experience. The most of the companies won't let you go of the Germany because if you are good at your work, they want to keep it. But I was saying you if you are German, like I'm seeing my seniors telling to me, if you're perfect at your work and you don't have any problem with you, they won't let you go also because they are happy with what you want. They want from you. Then it is good. They won't let you go.
So there is no problem with like aerospace and aeronautical being a defense industry.
Yeah, even like many worked there as an internship, and some got some jobs also. But after that, it's not like a confidential or something like that.
Okay.
It is a research going on.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, I mean, there's also like commercial vehicles, right? It's not only fighter jets and I don't know drones. It's also like normal civilian aeroplanes that you have to like research on.
I said that the military. I mean, what is it? The DLR. They do research for like Lufthansa also. Like they are like a what you say public sector which works for each and every company. They will do research in common for everyone. You just generally you take it like design for like new aircraft or something is coming. They're planning or something.
Okay.
They'll be doing research on that or something. But they will do it to. Sometimes they need from prototyping also. So there are jobs are plenty. If you want to go like in mass production and all, then Airbus, Bombardier. I mean, like that. There are some companies like that.
Okay. That's really good to know. Now, Sagar VL is asking, as I've seen, every course has certain prerequisites to be studied in bachelor's degree. So, being a mechanical engineer, can I apply for aerospace or aeronautical without studying any subject about them? As we don't have any courses in those fields in our bachelor's.
One of my friend is here in University of Rostock. He had applied to that FH Akan Aerospace. He had really I think near perfect GRE score. He was rejected because he didn't have the prerequisites for that. Like certain things they want you to know before coming here. Okay, if you really we want to go into the aerospace industry or something like that, like there are many ways to go. Like one is materials. I mean the composites. One is the fluid or flow simulation or something like that. One is the structural designing or something like that. So if you choose like when you're in the bachelor's, when you're choosing mechanical industry, we are like we have the diversity to go whichever fields we want. So if you're going for like, and especially for aeronautical, make sure that you take electives regarding those things, or at least have some what is the idea which are the prerequisites.
Okay.
Like I took this university because I didn't have the prerequisites to apply for that FH Akan also. This was related directly, but it was like the course is like in the masked way. It is not direct information available that it is related to aerospace or aeronautical.
Okay, so but like CSE, it is related to aerospace aeronautical.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to have the name aeronautical or aerospace inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aeronautical and aerospace is like a broader way of saying the field. There are more specialization in that, like gas turbines is there, jet propulsion is there, even the what is that? The composites is there. The what is that? The material to make the aircraft. Those things are there. There are many fields in that.
Okay.
Even the hydraulics is there. So it is like a broader sense. You are saying aeronautical.
Okay.
You should be really specific on that field also.
Okay, I feel so much smarter now. Akshay, now what are these prerequisites? Like, do you remember something? Because there's also Esther Viravali asking. I applied for masters in aerospace at Fachhochschule Aachen. Any idea of when the results will be declared? I mean, this is the second question. But anyways, like, do you know what are the prerequisites? Do you remember something?
For my university?
For
Fachhochschule
Aachen.
FH Aachen. They said that you should have at least some 24 or 34 credits minimum on like aerodynamic theories. All those things you should have the basic idea.
Okay.
Even design of aircraft structures you need to study it. You have to be studied, and you need to know some mathematical relations for the the aeronautical field before that. Because they won't teach you like spoon feed you here. There is nothing like that. You need to learn on your own. When you are here, you need to be like you should know at least the basics of that. Otherwise, you can't survive. They know that. So if they think you can't survive with that knowledge, they will definitely going to reject you.
Yeah, but like you did not apply to Fachhochschule Aachen because you saw that they were not.
I didn't like. There's requirements that like never meeting. Then why should I apply for that?
You're right.
I wanted to go to aeronautical industry, so I'm going through this university. This university is like a channel to me.
Yeah, I completely understand. I mean, you still get that exposure in the end towards aeronautical.
Yeah.
Karan More is asking, I want to pursue my master's in aeronautical engineering. Can you list some of the good universities for aerospace? I also want to know what are the job opportunities. Job opportunities we also talked about for aeronautical already.
Yeah, PUM. It's hands down the best university for computational guys from fluids also. It is superb. Okay, they have their own firms over there, like entrepreneur firms over there. They do research for the companies, for Lufthansa. Hands down, the TUM. If you know German very good, even University of Stuttgart has the course in German, completely in German for that. And one more thing, if you're like willing to do the course in German, completely German, there are many options. But if you want to do in English, there are very limited.
Honestly, I would even discourage people from doing the course completely in German, because if you're telling me it's already that difficult, I mean, I faced a problem when I was doing structural engineering, like in civil engineering. It became really difficult for me. Plus, I had this natural disadvantage all the time that I was a foreigner. Everybody else was like native German. They could write better homework. They could write better assignments, they could speak better in the presentations, they can understand things better. So I think like in that sense, if you want to go for CSE, like computational courses, then I think it even makes more sense to go for the English speaking ones, or invest a lot of time learning German and I don't know, just prepare yourself for the course.
Yeah, there is one subject in German here, like one course here, like Maschinenbau. It is same as computational science and engineering mechanical, okay? But the thing is, its name itself is different, like mechanical engineering, that's it.
Yeah, Maschinenbau, yeah. Exactly.
But there is one guy from India, from Pune, he's studying that. He did German language in Stuttgart, and he cleared the test app and came here on based on that. He said that it is almost similar, not much of a the differentiation is there, but you get more choices, because some departments in our university, or like in the many university I've seen, they don't teach some modules in English. They will teach in German, like structural and thermodynamics. They won't teach in English. They will teach in German. So he said, I'm interested in thermal engineering. So he said, I've taken this here, and he shifted his course modules to thermal engineering itself. It's computational thermal engineering in that. Like he said, he would design some what is that, fluid flow in human body with respect like thermal regarding that. I was clueless about those things.
Now, Akshay, I have another question for you. Gajar Shivam is asking, can electrical engineers get admission in aerospace or aeronautical engineering in Germany?
Sure, man. Obviously, there is no such differentiation. There are many you see the electrical department is like they're vast. They can survive like in mechanical industry also. You have I think there are many incoming modules related to what is that, CSE, electrical department, into the aeronautical also. I thought there in avionics it is there. In avionics they have like, I don't have much idea. The little knowledge I have about that is that they have avionics related course. I mean the related jobs there, even the electrical departments also. Like my friend who was an computational electrical, got a job in Nordex that is like based on his what is it, computer language.
Okay, wow, that's really nice.
Like there is no, when I came here, I don't feel any differentiation between electrical, mechanical, or computer science. It's like everything is same for us.
But you guys don't have any like filtering out criteria during the application process that only mechanical engineers have to apply, or only electrical can apply, or only electronics people can apply?
In University of Rostock, when you see Computational Science and Engineering module in that, they offer 3 specialization under that. One is mechanical, one is electrical, and one is physics. CSE is like a main, broader sense one. These are specialization in 3. Mechanical is one is like related to 3 fields. So even the electrical also has like their own differentiation. Like they can go for the electronics also. They can go for computer science also. They can even go for pure electrical also. And there is another department called electrical engineering. They have 2 modules under that. They have IT in electrical engineering and power in electrical engineering. IT in the sense it is mostly all related to computers. And there is a power one, which is heavy machinery electrical engineering. Like big transmission lines, all those things, they deal with that over there. It offers only 2 courses in English. One is CSE, one is electrical. Okay. In CSE, there are 3 branches. In electrical, there are 2 branches. Yeah, like in CSE, mechanical, electrical, physics, and electrical, power, and IT. Next time it will be, I think, through UniAssist. I pray everyone that please apply for summer now itself. After that, in winter, I think it will be UniAssist. A lot of filtering will be happening.
Yeah, it will be. I'm working with a few students right now. When you apply with UniAssist, first you have to write the reconsideration to UniAssist. Then UniAssist sends the paper to the university, and then they give you a rejection, and then you write a reconsideration to the university, and like it gets really lengthy. If you don't have any uni assistant in between, it's always nice.
Yeah, that is good, but they are like the problem was that when earlier many students used to apply and get the admission, but passing rate was so less. It was like 40% or 30%.
Okay.
Those who pass out in 2 years, and 25 people went back to India, which they couldn't clear some exam. So they made it like strict. Professor told me when we have lesser number of students, we will conduct only oral exams.
Okay. Wow, that's even like more difficult then. Or what would you say?
Yeah, oral exam is like when you just blabber for like and then they go, man, you're not even fit for to answer the question.
Exactly, I completely understand. Akshay, what kind of people, like what was the percentage when you were applying for University of Rostock? Because Shrikant Reddy, he's asking, I have an aggregate of 83%. Can I get admission for MS in automobile or aeronautical at University of Rostock?
University of Rostock doesn't have that much exposure to automobile sector, okay, but it certainly has exposure to, I mentioned, three fields. If you want to get in CSE mechanical, obviously yes. But if I would say that if you have certification course done on C++ or MATLAB, then it's a good university to get in. Okay. And you will definitely have like, I would say 90% chances to get, they will give you for that. Okay. Minimum requirement in that subject wise, they need maths, I think 24 credits. 24 credit hours for the maths is to fit there. Mm-hmm. If you have like 83%, you will get the. Okay, that's really nice. So thumbs up for Shrikant's Reddy. You get to yeah. But like, do you also know what are the minimum like grade that you have seen? Like that you talked to somebody and he told you that I have 70. Like one guy got the least person, I mean the least grade to get into university was like 75%. Okay, that's nice to know. Okay. This year they have increased to 80%. Rohit Gurav is asking, I would like to know which one amongst America and Germany is better for aerospace or aeronautical engineering in an overall perspective, and how good are the opportunities for me afterwards in India? See, I'll tell you, like in America, one advantage is that English and the exposure to aerospace is really good there. Mm-hmm. But the thing is that they charge you like a bomb amount. 10,000 or 12,000 euros, dollars per semester. It's too much. Yeah, and for a year, I have seen one. I got one in university, which was that man, Alabama, aerospace. I got. Mm-hmm. They were charging for $38,000 per year. Mm-hmm. My dad said it's unaffordable, man. When you come to Germany, when you can finish it in half of the amount with a greater knowledge, but exposure is less. I know to the aerospace industry, not to the aeronautical industry. Aerospace industry is really commercialized over there and privatized, and it has a huge market in America. Aerospace, not aeronautical. Aeronautical, Boeing is a good player, but the thing is that when one of my friend was working in Tesla, I asked him, like, dude, I wanted to try for a SpaceX. For the internship. I saw some internships over there which are matching my requirements and what am I studying. Mm-hmm. He said, if you are a American students, they will definitely hire you. If you are not, they need to clear some government policies or something like that. So if you want to do like proper knowledge, I think America is like, for the aerospace. I feel that. Okay. In aeronautical, Airbus, dude, come on, Airbus A380, the best plane in the world. Yeah. To take, for example, even Lufthansa. After they do the collaborative research work with Airbus. So there are many societies here and the firms here which are working in the groups of universities. It is not like a full company is there. You need to pay tax, and the taxation, this is different over here. I'll not talk about that, but it is really headache for me to talk. The thing is that here there is a firms and companies, collaborative societies, okay? So it is really good to work here because you will get to meet really good, knowledgeable persons. From all over Europe. I would say that if you want to go for like a familiar field or something like that, for aerospace, go to USA. Okay. I would say that because there is more opportunities over there. But aeronautical is Germany. But he also has job opportunities in India afterwards. What would you say? Job opportunities in India are very less compared because we don't have that huge market players in India. It is still like budding over there. In India, you don't have like take for smaller planes also in Europe. There are many planes over here than in India. India, we just import the planes, not technology and everything we import from outside our country. So there is no much of an opportunity in India, seriously speaking. Except some handful of, if you search, you will get 5 companies doing some small works, not such big players. Akshay, did you also write GRE or GATE for this? Yeah, I gave GRE. I got some 310 or something, I don't know. And University of Rostock asked for a GRE score. GRE score. Yeah, they asked for GRE score. They needed, I submitted it. I got some 7 marks more than the requirement. Like, okay, fine, that's not a problem. Then there is a minimum requirement of 76%, 75%. Okay, that everything was done. IELTS was like good score. Then I applied and got this university. That's not a huge problem over here. Now we have the last question for today for you to answer.
Prayas Garg asks, it's a long question. How would one cover the credit hours for the subjects that haven't been taught in his bachelor's but were taught in bachelor's of university to which we applied to? In short, which courses are certified that completed 1 credit hours as required by bachelor's? Please do answer my query as a lot of my friends are having the same problem. So what he's asking is, there were some subjects that were taught in the bachelor's of University of Rostock. Those subjects were not taught in the university where he studied in India.
Yeah, so the same problem happened to electrical department this semester. I'll tell you, I'm not being brutal over here.
Okay.
Like last summer, 2017 summer, who had similar criteria, similar university, they were given the admit on the conditional admit. There was one maths NM, numerical mathematics over here. That girl didn't have the required credits for that. So they were given the conditional admit, so that she used to come and clear it in first semester in that subject. Okay, that was like, okay, fine, she got that admit. Same, another girl, I think, different university, Anna University from Tamil Nadu. Okay. She had the same module, same everything. The course is different. Only the university is different. So she came. She was rejected this winter. She questioned that she was asked to file a lawsuit for that. I was like confused. I went and asked our coordinator over here. Since we are making little bit tighter this semester. I mean, from now onwards, we are not giving like conditional admits. Those really deserve it. We find deserving. We will give that. The conversion of here credit hours to Indian credit hours. Each university follows different rules.
Exactly. I mean, what happened in TUHH is they didn't care about the number of hours we studied at all. They just saw, I have 4 credits in my bachelor's for one subject. It's written 4. So they will take it exactly as for ECTS and compare it like that.
Like she said that it was like some calculation formula they sent to me, then they made it based on that. I was like, okay.
The problem is, Akshay, I think there's also a question where a lot of students wonder, maybe you did some other courses, right? You didn't cover the course in bachelor's, for example, in mechanical engineering, somebody did a course from Udemy or something or some other website, but he has the knowledge of C++, but he cannot show it in the bachelor's transcripts. How can he approach it, if you have some idea?
Yeah, if he does a certification on that, he can just put it on his resume or something like that. Because I would say that even I am learning like 2 softwares here, like one OpenForm and Ansys Fluent. It won't be reflected in my transcript when I apply for the job. But I can say that in my CV, I have studied this in my university, I've done this everything. So I can show that. But if you have the certification for that, like certified courses from agencies in India, like that will be really helpful for you to get an admit.
Okay. So they can attach this thing along with their transcripts.
Yeah.
This certificate. And also mention it in their CV.
I think one university asked for some MATLAB or something, but it was not in India. You rarely find MATLAB teaching in some, like many universities. Only some high-end universities go for that. So when you do outside course in a really recognized government institutes, you can attach the information of the certificate with them and show it that I have studied for these many days. I have done such a certain project on this also. They will assess that also. Even I have seen assessment through my own eyes in the University of Rostock. Because one girl challenged it and she asked me to go and meet committee members. That time I had seen how they process it and all. There are 5 panel members, each gets the certain things, like minimum requirements will be there. Each will have their minimum requirement sheet. They will get the required document for that. They will sit and check it. If it is one is like not okay, they will see whether we can fit it or not. There's no reject. That time I came to an idea how it was, like how the committee member work or something like that. They some notarized, that attestation problem also. They only recognize 2 here in Germany. One is from the local court or by the German consulate. Nothing else. Some universities prefer German consulate itself. I remember Ingolstadt. For Ingolstadt, I remember I going to do Bangalore for the consulate to get the attestation done.
There are these honorary consuls, right, which can do the attestation and all that. So you don't have to go to the real consulate.
No, Ingolstadt specifically specifies that you should go to German consulate and get it assessed. Even if you go for like notary and get it, they will reject it.
No, I mean, I was talking about there are some consulates have put some honorary consuls in some states.
Yes,
So
yeah.
they can just go there just for attestation purposes. So the
Just for
students can go
attestation.
there and like get their documents attested. So I mean, I think this information that students can find online. This was for me new too. Like I came to know about this from the WhatsApp groups that I'm in. So
Yeah, because I know about Bangalore consulate. They have in Trivandrum, Kerala, but Calcutta has in Orissa, I think so.
Students can definitely research about it. But honestly, Akshay, I mean, thank you so much, man. This was so much information that we would have never known. And I honestly feel really thankful that you just stepped up. You said, I need to discuss this issue. I need to tell this information.
Yeah.
That was
Because
really kind of you.
I could see people struggling, but instead of, I can't answer to each and every person.
I understand. Yeah, it's too much time.
Like, I don't know how much is it, like some things like companies and all.
Yeah.
What I've seen, I said it to you. Like some might have different scenarios also.
The final takeaway of this whole conversation is, first of all, computational courses also let you go into aeronautical, aerospace, wind energy, ship, and these things. It doesn't necessarily have to state aerospace or aeronautical so that you can go into that industry. And also there was this thing that you were talking about, like CSE has mechanical, and these three things, and electrical also has.
In our university, like it was like divided into like that.
Okay.
Like the many universities don't have that. Even only Rostock and Hamburg offer shipbuilding or ship designing.
How would you like to summarize your idea or your message that you wanted to convey?
No, I wanted to convey that there are courses which you need, okay, in Germany. But just don't sit on the name tag and just don't so go, okay, this is not related to mine. Go to the course, go to the university website, see what it actually teaches you, what it actually gives you, how the process is there in that. I think most of the information is available, but it just little bit search it.
Like don't be lazy. Actually, like go and proper search on Google, because all of the information is there. You just have to go and read and read and
even
read.
I am the laziest person, but when friends told me, okay, just go into that. Why you are sitting? Go instead of going on FB and all, going surfing and all. Do that. No, you'll get some information.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Like, okay, fine, I did that, and sometimes it is good information. Always information is not a base.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, thank you so much, Akshay. That was such a nice and informative session. I honestly feel very smart after this.
It's okay, man.
Everybody who's watching, if you like this information, share it with your friends, because I'm definitely sure that they would really find this information helpful. And subscribe to the channel, share this video. Yeah, any help regarding, I'll just let me know. Okay, thank you so much, man. Thanks for the time. Thank you. And I'll see you around. Bye bye. Okay, bye bye.